Greetings and welcome back. Today we're traveling to a place that is inevitable, a place of grief. So we're going on a ride to visit grief. There are many circumstances that will take you there, circumstances that will force you to grieve. It may be a loss of a loved one, death, or even just a relationship that goes sour. Some would say it goes south. Sometimes it is just the drifting away of paths, or even just your children growing older and moving out and leaving you empty. This grief then brings you to a point of denial where you don't want to accept that the situation has changed, where you don't want to live with the fact that things are changing. You don't want to experience and go through the loss. I've discovered this as I see people grieve loss of their loved ones during this period where there's so much death going on. There's some people are not able to express how they feel. They do not visit their place of grief. And you find that some are even angry because they do not understand what is happening. But sometimes we find others accepting very quickly that the other person have moved on or has demised. This happens especially with people who have different relationships with the people that they have lost. You find that there are people who feel guilty because they are not feeling what they can describe as grief. Being in denial is a problem because it takes time for people to accept that things have changed. It's no longer as it was. But there's a lot of people who feel guilty that they are not feeling what they're supposed to be feeling about the lost person. And I've realized that this is because most times these people have been in a relationship that have changed how they feel about that person. In some instances, this person has actually went through the process of grieving the one who has left now, because their relationship has gone sour, and therefore they have this guilt inside, and that guilt then will be longer than the other periods of grieving, because they are trying to cultivate their state of grieving. But even then, you have to move on. You have to accept what has happened and be able to continue with life. Bargaining does not really change the circumstances. I would like to refer to a situation where the person that is grieving is affected by a person that has not died, a living person, but because their relationship is changed or has changed, then this person starts going through this whole process of grieving. They come to a point where it is very difficult to accept that really this person can move on without them. But at the end of it all, they themselves also have to move on, because once the person is out of your life, move on, open doors for new people to come into your life, experience new situations and a different kind of life that will help you to live better. But most of all, understand that grieving is not only for you to grieve for a lost person who has died. You can also grieve for people who are still living but have changed the kind of relationship that you have hoped you will have with them. So go to that place and find out if you need to grieve for anyone that is still living, so that you can be able to move from that relationship and continue with your life. Until next time, goodbye and thank you for watching. Continue watching, there are more videos coming. Share the videos with your friends and your family. Bye.